Welcome to Andy Chats and Tarot's time for your read, Sag. Okay, let's get into it. Thank you to all who have supported this channel. I really appreciate it. Remember, not everything will resonate. Take what does, leave the rest. If it's not sounding like you're seeing totally, it won't. You know, we're not going to hit all the points, but take what helps you to help yourself and leave the rest for somebody else. Here we go. I'm going to use a combination of tarot and oracle. Tarot out here, Nine of Pentacles, the Magician. Whoa, you know, this is similar to the Scorpio read already, where it looks like you're, doing very well and you've manifested some big wishes in here. Finding yourself, finding your groove, taking on the biggies, expecting them to come in, seeing them come in. Some sort of a glow-up energy here. These are a lot of cards, but I feel compelled to talk about them. Ace of Swords is out here. Yeah, the truth. Six of Swords. That can be very generous energy and truthful energy. Ten of Pentacles, Eight of Wands. The truth is you're meant for big abundance, and I feel like you're seeing it. Temperance and the Two of Wands. Yeah, an energy of trying the bigger, the bigger goals, going after the big stuff. Going after the big ships and anticipating, knowing that they're going to come in. Yeah. Pushing yourself, not staying where you're comfortable, but pushing yourself for those biggies, for the biggies. The biggies bring in a lot of abundance here for you, and it happens fast. Yeah, this is very simple, similar to Scorpio. Okay, let's keep going. Transformation. And I'm hearing transformation from lack to great wealth. Okay. And remember, wealth can be not necessarily money, but of course it can be, but it can be, wealth in relationships or wealth in peace, peace of mind, wealth in health, this type of thing. Six of Pentacles, Three of Cups. Big transitioning energy, big transition here that's taken place for you. But in your groove, like everything's kind of going your way now, including the money that maybe wasn't coming in before, coming in now. And it just feels like, finally, this comes in, but in a natural way that I feel good about. It's not like I have to work so hard to achieve so little. That energy seems to be, you're just very generous now. You have enough to be very comfortable, but also be generous. Something about your friend groups, social groups, reasons to celebrate here are also big. What are you manifesting? Let's see. Get some more detail here. Exchanging gifts. Other people are benefiting or a more balanced what you're bringing in. The biggies that you're bringing in, standing in your power. I feel like you do have reason to celebrate. I do feel like you have a good friend base, but I feel like also a lot of the success you're doing on your own. So something about reach out to others in this success. Like your two worlds are kind of separate. Friends and work. And it's maybe more of a blend them a little bit more. Fork in the road here. Yeah, or you're thinking about that. Do I blend these two worlds? I'm not quite getting it, and I'm going to get it. Let's see. There's something big here about those two worlds. You're trying to figure out, do you blend those two worlds? What is it, Spirit? Building blocks. Yeah, I feel like do blend those two worlds, because what comes out of this is somehow the social helps you with the manifestations as well. And you've kept them separate up until now. Time to make a decision on that. I think you really love your social group. Breathe. I feel like your social group is a group you've had for many years, and this is a group that has known you when you didn't have money or you didn't have abundance, and they too have been through hardships, maybe at a young age, or somehow your childhoods kind of are showing a little bit of coming out of the muck here, or hard times, and still, despite that, doing quite well for yourself. Orphaned and blessed. The truth is, there is some sort of energy here, and I think this is part of the friend group from way back when, that is coming out of lack here, but done well as adults, blessed, done well in their career. But you're all coming from a tough road as kids, maybe. Do you blend these two worlds? I feel like you're saying, do I blend these two worlds? Imagine. Let the answer come to you. Yeah. This is like almost twofold, I feel the message is, where you don't want to over-imagine what horrible thing could happen, or over-imagine what terrific thing could happen. It's going to be somewhere in the middle. And let it come to you, the answer here. But I feel like Spirit's kind of leaning towards... there is abundance in combining these worlds. Imagine what could be, and then let it come to you, something like that. Weavers know that all is God. Ask your divine team. Ask the higher power where you should go with this. I feel like the cards lean towards blending these worlds. But it's important that you feel comfortable with that. Ask your divine team. Surfing rainbows on the moon. This talks about joy and abundance and creativity and, just lots of downloads that, just the Midas touch here. That's you. That's you. When you're neither here nor there, flips out as I'm putting the deck away. Yeah, you're kind of in betwixt and between how to handle this. This falls out of the deck. Knight of Pentacles. Take your time with this. Be sure. Speak your truth here. Be sure. What does your heart tell you to do? There is a reason you're holding back. Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups would be very nurturing, would be very inclusive, and would also be very intuitive about this. Use your good intuition. Moon and Star. Incredible. I don't think you see how far the wishes, how much bigger the wishes can get, can be. Also, I feel like, this came in real strong. These are your babies, these big wishes. You are very emotional over them. And that's why you hold back anybody else getting involved. These are yours. You covet them. You love them. And that's why you hesitate to have anybody else be involved. 5 of Cups. You don't want to have any regrets here by including other people. I feel like Spirit sort of leans towards, yeah, there could be a lot more abundance here in your life if you blend the two. But I feel like Spirit's also saying you have to make a choice that's good for you, that you feel comfortable with, that you intuitively feel good about. So maybe you start slow on this. Yeah, you start slow on this because we see the Knight of Pentacles, and that would be the slow knight. Sure-footed, steadfast, but also takes their time with each step. Tower. To avoid anything tower. I don't think that the combination of this would create a tower. I feel like it's more your emotions you need to work through here. How much you want people involved in all aspects of your life. You know, don't take on too much where you feel uncomfortable. That would be a tower situation, or you feel overwhelmed, something like that. Take it in stages. Take it like the Knight of Pentacles would. Very steadily, sure-footed, steadfast. One more card from the deck here. This is our new Oracle, Mistreated. Yeah, you go from mistreated to gifts here, and you have exchanging gifts. So, you know, there's something about the past and also your friends that can relate to some sort of mistreatment, how you grew up in that orphan energy. But also this exchanging gifts, I feel like we do see you have very generous energy. The gifts are mentioned twice. Being very giving. I'm going to pull a card on the gifts. 27, 28 might be of significance, those numbers. What's the gifts here? Why are we referring twice to gifts? 2 of Swords. There's a dichotomy that goes back and forth. Should you not? Should you block this? Should you be all in? And if you're all in, is this a milestone in your life? You blend the two worlds and you look back and say, oh, that was a milestone in my life. I started blending these two worlds. The dichotomy. Duo. 2. It's got to be something you see and speak and are comfortable with. It's got to be something that you see happiness in your choice and you speak it out. You speak happiness in your choice that is made here. Queen of Pentacles, stay grounded. And Queen of Cups comes out twice, by the way. Being very nurturing and accepting and inclusive. And intuitive. Stay grounded. Use your good intuition. You've got this. It's a suggestion, I feel, this reading. But ultimately, I feel like the cards keep saying, you know, hermit yourself away, gain enlightenment here on what your decision is, what you feel good about, where you can make a decision and feel like you see happiness in that decision and you speak out happiness in that decision. And maybe it changes. Maybe it's ever evolving. So take the first step and then know that it might be something like that, where it's going to be evolving as you go. Yeah. That's your message, Sagittarius. Please do like, share, subscribe, comment. It helps the channel to grow and help me to reach other people who I hope would benefit from this. I hope you have benefited from this message. If you feel inclined, please do utilize the link below for Buy Me a Coffee. And until next time, let's remember who we are and let's remember our self-worth. Thanks for joining me.